So, I'm Karl Williamson, and I came up with this talk in response, or as a result of, Vicky's talk yesterday. And my experience joining the community 9 years ago was not negative. I was encouraged and not considered, people didn't denigrate me, and so I stayed and have made a lot of commits. This quote is the humorous part of my talk, and this guy eventually became Gerald Ford's chief speechwriter. He was a comedian. He wrote jokes before then. So earlier in my life, I kind of felt like this, that everybody was against me. In my saner moments, maybe not everybody, but those who didn't know me, for example. Then I got more mature, grew up, and stopped being so self-centered and realized this was not the case. And so I came to a thing for myself, which was essentially similar to this: don't ascribe to malice that which can be explained by incompetence. And I would use that myself. And then I discovered that other people had done that. I had heard that there was a British diplomat in the 19th century who had done that, who had come up with a similar quote. And I am still unable to find the source of that. But I did find this on Wikipedia, Hanlon's razor. And never attribute to malice that which is adequately explained by stupidity. And in a lot of the contentious things that go on in the p5p email, this is violated a lot. People tend to think, some people tend to think everybody's against them. And no, you're just not that important to most people. They haven't thought about it that much. And that's really what's going on. A better terminology for this is Goethe. And I don't know how you pronounce that in German. No, not Goethe, but in French, this is Werther. It's from, there's an opera based on this story by Jules Massenet that's still frequently performed, Werther. But I don't know how you pronounced that word. But anyway, misunderstandings and neglect. That's really what's going on. And so I'm advocating that moderators and people who write or who post, consider Hanlon's razor when they're posting, and don't post that everybody is against me. Don't assume that, because it's not true. And that moderators can use this as an objective method for looking at discussions and saying, does this pass Hanlon's razor or not? And we say everything has to pass Hanlon's razor or it's unacceptable. Now, Hanlon, some people think Hanlon's razor is actually a corruption of the word Heinlein, which I like, because Heinlein was one of my favorite writers when I was growing up. And from his 1941 story, it's slightly different. But it's kind of the same. People have realized this, and it's published, and that was it.